Here we go.
Spooky.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brick World. Good morning. I was gonna say panel, but I guess I'll just say good morning.
What is the
Logan
singular
Lenore.
for panel?
I don't know. Pane. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a pane of glass, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is another Sunday, and I guess I should say we're back.
Yes.
It's been a couple weeks. I do apologize, everybody. Different things have been kind of going on,
Mhm.
and some there have been some times because I was sick, or maybe some stuff was going on. There's also times when the only 2 days off that I have are Saturday and Sunday.
Mhm.
And sometimes some things come up, and I need the time on Sunday, or even maybe a lot of time on Saturday, which takes up time for me getting ready for Good Morning Brick World. Doesn't matter, but yeah, they're a little sporadic sometimes. But we're getting through it.
Hey,
But we
life
are back.
happens, dude. Life happens.
Life does happen. The reason why Pure Ant Fury is a lot easier to get through is because it's on Friday at midnight.
Hmm.
And I do prep for Pure Ant Fury, but it's not as I guess elaborate as Good Morning Brick World is involving other people and stuff like that. So, but anyways, I just wanted to, I guess, kind of apologize in a way that it's been
I'm
a couple
sorry.
weeks. Anyways, yes, it is another wonderful Sunday, another good morning, wonderful Good Morning Brick World. I do appreciate everybody being here with us this morning. Um, you may notice that there are some co-hosts missing. Well, two of them were not 100% sure on. One of them did say that she was going to be a little late, so
Yes.
yeah, we'll see what happens. But like I said, it's all good. We are here, and we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Today we are going to be talking about off-brand bricks. I was gonna say, what's the other word? A lot of people say imitation bricks. I think,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know, imitation kind of feels. I don't know, man. It makes Lego seem even more snooty than they need to
Right.
be.
Put some more up on the pedestal.
I mean, because look, if you want to really get down to it, man, if you go back in history, Lego also imitated some bricks. So,
Yeah.
you know, history is important, everybody.
And it repeats itself.
And it does repeat itself. Oh boy, is it going to repeat itself? So yeah, today we're going to be talking about off-brand bricks. I brought up a few distinctive ones I think that stand out probably the most to us.
Okay.
So Lumi bricks,
Yeah.
also known as
Fun hole.
well, I was going to tell everybody, if you have children, cover their ears. But yeah, it used to be called Fun Hole, which I got to tell you, I was really jarred saying it in the beginning, but I kind of miss it now.
It grew on us, right?
It grew on you. That Fun Hole really grew on you. But I understand why they did it. So, the other one, which they have not changed their name, and I almost appreciate that, is called Fantasy. Um,
Okay. I haven't heard of those.
Dude, I'm telling you
Excuse me.
that it's such a great name. But this is Good Morning Brick World, so we're gonna be
Hmm.
professional about this.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, anyways, so Lumi Bricks, Fantasy. I wanted to highlight Blue Bricks. They're from overseas. Actually, I don't know. Some of these other ones might be from overseas too. I'm not 100% sure. But Blue Bricks is a really good one that I wanted to highlight. And another one was Kobe. If you have any other ones that you would like us to maybe bring up if we have time, throw it in the chat. I know Mega Blocks is one. There's definitely some more.
Right.
But these ones are the ones that stood out to me the most. And I know we've talked about them before, but I wanted to kind of go over them again because it seems like they're gaining traction, um, like a lot of traction,
Yeah.
to the point where more and more I'm seeing more people out there like building them, promoting them, being whatever sponsor, having whatever videos by them, and even I'm pretty sure. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've even seen some land members, building or promoting them. So, yeah, yeah. I find this interesting, and I think it's going to lead to a bigger conversation that we've had many times about the separation that I think Lego is doing with a lot of people or consumers, fans.
Hmm.
Putting like a wedge between. I almost want to say class, really. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
might
I got
not
yeah.
be. It might not be that broad. Maybe it's more a little more of on a micro scale, individual level, but still. And one of those reasons is we'll talk about today when we get into the news. But yeah, I don't know. So the off-brand bricks are seeming more and more appealing to the point where I've bought a couple sets, and one of them I put in the city, and I'm really thinking about maybe doing something more about that. I haven't decided yet because I myself am trying to minimize when I'm using a space, so
Right, right.
that's a whole nother
That's a whole other
yeah, yeah. So,
thing.
plus, I'm sure we're gonna get some images or whatever of the new modular that's gonna be coming out soon. So, and I gotta tell you, man, what did we hear? It was a slash record store,
Furniture store, right?
furniture store.
Wasn't it furniture slash record? Yeah, that's what I thought it
Yeah.
was. I thought
Um,
it was an odd mix of stores.
I too thought it was an odd mix because for starters, I feel like you'd have to have the furniture store on the bottom. I just
Correct.
feel like it'd be nonsensical to put the furniture store on a
Right,
floor. You know what I
right,
mean?
right, right.
So,
I didn't even think about that, but yes.
so I'm down with furniture store on the bottom. You got a record store. Get your stairs or whatever. Your record store on the second
Hmm.
floor. I'm like, generally, do they have third floors? I'm like, I've got tons of modulars. I can't remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe.
Assembly Square has 3 floors, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Most of them do. So yeah, I don't know what they do for the third floor, but yeah,
Yeah, it's just an odd pairing. I don't mind. I don't. I guess I don't mind the furniture store. It just an odd pairing with the record store. It just doesn't make sense. Like I don't know what would make sense, but it just didn't make sense.
Does anybody have any insight about, and this is obviously for the chat as well, but does anybody have any insight about maybe why they won't or they haven't done, um, what do they call them? The buildings for like school, post office, I don't
Oh,
know,
like
like a,
city buildings,
yeah,
like
public, like,
public kind
yeah,
of public
whatever.
city buildings.
Yeah, I feel like there's a word for it. I'm not thinking of, but
Yeah, I
I
know what
get,
you're talking
I,
about though.
I get this. The other stuff is fun, and this is why I've made the claim about when they give us these modulars and stuff, they're not for city building. They're for displaying on a shelf.
Hmm.
Like
We've
putting
made
them
them
all,
into city building.
yeah, putting them together all up on a shelf like
Right.
a display or whatever. You know what I mean? They're not.
Hmm.
There's tons of different reasons I've mentioned before in the past, but why these things are not for city building. Yeah, we've done that. Um, so I would say maybe they wouldn't do them at all, but they've done them in the past. We got a fire station. Obviously, we got the police station. That was
Hmm.
so. I guess technically they've given us one, but anyways, municipal,
Municipal.
municipal,
Municipal.
municipal. Oh goodness gracious. So, anyways, all right. Before we get into the show, I just wanted to give another round of applause for all of you out there in the chat. Thank you, because I love every one of yous. Thank you for being here. And as is tradition, a round of applause for everybody that's out there lurking.
Hmm.
We appreciate all of you as well. All right. Before we get into the show, I guess we'll go around the panel and around the window pane and
Yeah.
say what's been going on with you since since we last had
Yeah,
conversation.
just busy at work, man.
Yeah.
We were talking about that right before the show. Just a little stressed out at work and just dealing with that kind of stuff. But yeah, other than that, just trying to make it build some Lego to take my mind off of things, and that's about it, dude. Just hanging out with the kids and the family, and that's trying to make it work.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man. It's I hate saying this because it's gonna make me feel older than I really want to feel like. But my kid's grown now.
Yeah.
Like my kid just turned 22, not too long ago, and so it's weird, hearing parents being like, yeah, and I'm just like, my house, it used to be crazy and bustling and there's all kinds of stuff going on, and now it's just like I come home and it's just like,
Yeah. I say I'm looking forward to that day, but when it happens, there's a realization that you're like, oh crap, now we're alone again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
There's a different, oh dang.
Yeah, I mean, there's always like the double-edged sword, because yeah, it's nice having peace, and you don't spend as much money. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a lot of like upsides to a lot of stuff. But yeah, man, it's like I miss my kid.
Yeah,
I miss just them being around, and I don't know. It's I mean, and look, a lot of people that aren't parents, they're not gonna understand that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they might understand like what we're saying, but like, the feeling of, you've raised this kid, and they've turned out to be an adult, and you're proud of them, and it's like a bird. You want to like throw them off the top of a building and say, there you go fly. But regardless, anyways, yeah, but I hear you, man. As far as stuff with me, I was actually lashing at myself the other night, because I've been making a lot of short form content since we last met.
Little
And
mini rants.
Yeah, I've been really leaning into it as well, because they're pretty easy to make. They're pretty quick. Like I can whip one up in like a pretty quick amount of time. But they're not. The reason I made them was more of like it's like a fishing net, just throwing out a net and then just seeing who will come back and check out my stuff or whatever. And it's been working out very well. But it's just odd because I'm not used to making that kind of content,
Right.
Like I
different.
Well,
it's a
for
different
instance,
monster,
yeah, and like, and because obviously I've ranted about this stuff. You know what I mean? Not quite the same stuff that I'm doing, but similar.
Right.
But now I'm even thinking about doing stuff that I would probably rant pretty hard about. Like, but I don't know. It might be interesting. So, like for instance, at our Taco Bell, they have an AI drive-through thing now.
Oh yeah.
And not many. I don't know how many people, but this is the only place I've seen it so far. So I was thinking about just like making a quick little video about it, so everybody can see what it is, because it's really weird.
It is weird.
You're not talking to a person anymore.
No, yeah. It's odd because there's no personal, but they try to make it sound like it is. Like hey, how you doing? Kind of, just trying to have like a conversation with you.
Well, that's a whole nother subject, man, about AI right now. That's some stuff that's really being talked about, really being seen. I actually did a quick little rant about it on Friday because every once in a while I'll see somebody post, nobody's specific, but I'll just see someone post like, go check out this page or whatever, look at this amazing like Lego build. And I'll look at it and it doesn't look quite right. You just can't quite put your finger on it. But then once like I'll snapshot it and then blow it up and look at it like up close, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
It's AI. But a lot of people will be very quick, like commenting like how beautiful it is. Because yeah, if it was an actual build, I was like, holy cow, dude, that's amazing. But so yeah. Anyways, I think we should get into the bulletin board and then to the highs, hellos, how are yous, and good mornings, and yeah, get going on the show, because we have multiple segments to do, and like I said, I don't know how much news we'll get into, but we definitely have some news to catch up on. So, all right, as far as the bulletin board goes, first off, I wanted to say that November is Men's Mental Health Month. Being a man, I just wanted to speak upon this for just a quick second. It's a very complex subject. Most men, no matter what your parents' status is, you know what I mean? Like if they're divorced, you get a big family, little family, whatever, single parent, or where you're brought up, most men are kind of, I don't know the right word. I don't know if taught. I don't know if just society. I don't know if it's internal. I don't really know if it's group thinking. But we don't express hardships,
Mm.
you
Yeah,
know.
that's
Or if
true.
we do, it's very rare, or it might be with very, very minimal people. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like maybe a spouse, partner, so something like that. Um, and it's not good. It's not good. Um, it's very important to be able to express hardships, depression, anxiety. Look, men and women both deal with different hard things. You know, there's different pros and cons of men
Hmm.
and women. You know what I mean? Um, but men don't get compliments like women. They don't get, people don't care, you know, necessarily about what happens to men in a way. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff that we deal with internally, and we don't know how to express when there's something wrong with us. Um, so just in general, you know, if you have a man in your life, you know, and this isn't just going out saying this to women, this is going to anybody. If you have a man in your life, father, brother, son, friend, coworker, anybody, and just ask them how they're doing,
Yeah.
and if you think that, you know, maybe they're dealing with something, you know, just say, hey, you know, if you want to talk about anything, you know, I'm here. Um, you know, so
Yeah,
I
because
don't even
sometimes
know.
that's all it takes. Somebody giving that handout to you. Because you're like you said, we've been whatever it is, we've been kind of programmed as men. You don't talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because we don't want to
And
look weak.
right, because then it makes
And
us look like we're not able to provide for our family or anything like that because that's in our mind, but that's what it is. And
there's a
so just
weird,
that simple handout, like,
mhm,
hey, I'm here for you, dude.
yeah,
Whatever.
it's a weird balance, man. It's a hard balance between being expressing yourself, showing emotions, you know, saying like I'm having a hard time, or I feel whatever kind of feelings, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
and still being, I'm tough, I can provide, I can
Right.
protect, you know, I can do all these other things, you know what I mean. It's a tough balance, and that's why, you know, a lot of us don't say anything, you know, or even if
Hmm.
you do ask if us we're doing all right, we're like, yeah, we're great.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
we're good.
everything's cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted to just highlight that for a minute because sometimes I don't think it gets highlighted enough. I have seen some people in the community bring it up, and yeah, I really, really appreciate that. And I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of other men too, even if they don't say anything, trust me,
Hmm.
trust me, they see it and they're very appreciative of it.
Yep.
So, all right. Next on the bulletin board, as always, Replay Gang. We love you. We appreciate you. You continue to show how strong your replay game is. So that is awesome. Please support our co-host, all of them, even the ones that aren't here right now. The links to their things are in the description below. If you would like to support me, support the channel, support the videos I make, you support art I do, whatever I make on this channel, you can subscribe, you can become a member. There's different perks. You can throw out super chats, or you can just think about us before you go to sleep at night. Anything always helps, so we appreciate it very much. Um, if you'd like your sig fig to be in the intro or any other videos that I do make, I do have actually a city video coming up, some short videos and long videos. The short videos will be up first, but more than likely, if you have your sig fig in my collection out here, it will probably be in the video. So, yeah. Oh, and if you want it to be in any of this stuff, you can send it to the PO box in the description below. Okay, that is the bulletin board, everybody.
It is.
All right, let me get chat music out here real quick.
Oh yeah, we
And we
got the
will.
chat music.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the chat music here. Oh man, you know, just even like trying to talk about that Men's Mental Health Month stuff, man, was difficult.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
The only
yeah.
reason I think I can do it is because I have a habit of not shutting up, and I also, I look, I don't really have some of the issues like that. I still do, trust me. But I'm one of these people that can wear their heart on the sleeve. You know what I mean? And like again, I talk all the time, so I'm just an open book. So I tell people how I feel all the time. Usually it's just anger, but yeah, it's difficult. All right, there we go. There we go.
Definitely a different muscle.
I don't know, man. You started muffling. You sound like you got like a sock in your mouth. What's going on?
That's weird.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait, where'd you, I can't hear you, Sonny. Multigasm Geek, what's going on? Good morning to you. I'm gonna try not to take 45 minutes to get through the chat, everybody. I've been working hard on that. I was doing a good job the other night on Pure Ant Fury. Let's see if I can keep it up. Cajun Afall, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Smuggy!
Smokey, what's up, Smokey?
Glad to see Good Morning Brickworld is back. We're glad to be back.
Yes.
Look, I should prep everybody that there's probably going to be more of them that are just going to be spaced out. It just depends on what's going on. I'm trying to. Mrs. Hive and I are both we're trying to do some stuff, take care of things around the house. I don't know. I've mentioned this before. I don't know how many people know or not, but the probability of us moving is very high. We just don't know where exactly yet. But we're probably going to go somewhere south or southwest. We just don't know exactly where. But because of that, we're trying to do a lot of stuff to the house to prep it to being sold. Plus, winter's coming. I feel like Game of Thrones. Winter's coming. So, like, yesterday, we put the cover on the pool. But there would have been a good chance if something would have happened, maybe if it rained or just something came up, then we would have to do it today, amongst other things. So then I would have had to cancel Good Morning Brickworld today. It just depends on what's going on. So it's not over, but there are definitely going to be some sporadic spaces sometimes. And I'm still debating. I know some people also know about this. I'm still debating on whether to end Good Morning Brickworld at episode 300. It's been on my mind. I don't know yet, but I don't want to get into it right now. But we are at episode 285. So what does that leave? 15 episodes?
15, yeah.
So if we went straight through, that's 15 weeks. So what is that? 4, 8, 12, so about over 3 months, just over 3 months?
Yeah, a little bit over three and a half.
Roughly, yeah. So I don't know, but the way things are going, just over 3 months might turn into like 9 months or something. I don't know. We might be doing Good Morning Brickworld at Chicago again.
Maybe that's where we end it.
All right, yeah. I told you guys the intro was gonna be that long. Here I haven't shut up for like 10 minutes. All right, where are we at? Mayo, it's your boy JP. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Stephanie, good morning.
Morning.
Click and Cliff, yo, what's up, man? What's up? Greatest chat crew. You're so sweet, man. Hold on a second. You know what? Hold on. You guys know I can't do that hand heart thing. I don't know. It's just my body won't let me.
It won't let you.
It's like when two magnets are at the opposites, trying to push them together. But I can draw it.
Yeah.
So there you go. Man, that is a funky looking heart, dude.
That is.
Oh, it was almost like Pure Ant Fury there for a second. All right. Anyways, thank you.
Wrong joke.
Well, I know, right? Wrong joke. Lonely One Kenobi.
What up?
Good morning.
Morning.
Appreciate you, my bricks and me. What is going on, Jimmy?
Morning.
Good morning. It's good to see you. Justin, what up? Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Hoarder 66, what up?
Good morning, Hoarder.
Christine, what is
Christine,
going on?
good
morning. Oh, look at that. Fall equinox.
Good
What is
morning.
going on? I always say equinox, but it's not equinox, is it?
I thought it was Equinox, no?
Is it equinox? I feel like it's something else. Damn it.
Like another pronunciation of
Yeah, I really feel like I'm not pronouncing that right. But whatever. We love you. Good morning. Chef, what's cooking?
Chef.
I see Brent out there. Brent's Bricks. Brent, did you see you and Sean on the ATST in the intro? Because I was trying to... Most people had I didn't even talk about the intro. Most people had a weapon Because I thought it would be a good Halloween episode, like a versus.
Right, right.
You know, so most everybody had a weapon in their hand. Like even Lego Longoria, he had like a little knife.
Had a knife.
He was just gonna be like jabbing any monsters that got near him. But yeah, you and Sean were on the ATST. I thought that was pretty good. Oh, see, like you're spooky. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Pink Will's in the house.
What up, Pink Wills?
Mayo says, "Where's the rest of the panel?" Your guess is good. Take a guess. You tell us.
Yeah.
And that'd be probably the most logical answer. It's hard to say. Dude, they probably just thought we weren't doing it this morning. Because I'd be really neglecting. Like I said, neglecting instead of neglecting. Good morning, Brickworld. I apologize. I'm a terrible host. Like, I didn't even post anything about it until Saturday night. Saturday night, man. Pure Rant Fury. I'll do multiple ones throughout the week.
You're doing little rants, small rants,
bite-sized rants. You know, I was thinking about doing bite-sized compliments.
That would be funny.
But again, I'd be like looking around like, man, is there anything I can compliment around here? It's like nothing, man. No, I'm just kidding. God, anybody new around here is gonna be like, man, that Hive guy.
Yeah.
God, dang, man, nothing makes that dude happy. Look, Aaron, I'm just playing. We're gonna be talking about some off-brand bricks today, and I got some nice things to say about that. Where are we at? But Pink Wheels. Oh my God, so great. I love Pink Wheels so much. Good morning. Super Hawk Bricks. What up?
What up,
dude? I love those.
up?
Dude, they are so great. I tell you, man. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for being here. Whoops. I had the whole family building holiday sets this weekend. Great time. 10 out of 10 would recommend. You know, that makes me miss my kid even more, man. God damn.
You're gonna make Hype cry.
Like, I wouldn't do this on any other stream, man. But
Yeah.
I might shed a tear right now. If my kid's actually watching, which they do watch sometimes. They better not say anything out there because then I'll get really emotional. Oh, look, Stephanie says I'm building Lumibrick Ski Lodge right now. That's what I'm talking about. Brickcraft. Hold up. I also did kind of want to talk about something else too, but I think we'll separate it into another topic one day, and that's some custom stuff. I wanted to get into more custom stuff again because that seems like it's kind of blowing up more as well. Which leads to another conversation about like Lego and stuff. Anyways, Camel City Brick House in the house. What's going on? Good morning to you. F Lego is the scourge of Bricklink stores that sell used parts. Oh, fake Lego is a scourge.
I thought it was the other.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, man, I'm with you on that one. But no, you were talking about something different. Yeah, see. And that's, if we have enough time, I feel like that's also a good conversation. Because clearly, Bricklink stores, you know, are not going to sell fake Lego. That's
Right.
But
they're not supposed to, right?
Right, but I'll tell you right now, and I'm sorry if this is not gonna, you know, Bricklink store owners aren't really gonna like me hearing me say this, but like,
cover your ears.
If I was an entrepreneur, you know what I would do? I would make a website for off-brand bricks, like similar to Bricklink, you know, where you can sell pieces and stuff like that. Because, you know, there's definitely some unique pieces I know for sure in Lumibricks that I've dealt with. You know, those pieces that they have where you can put wire through and stuff.
Right.
That's good stuff, man. Anyways, so
yeah,
that's
I'm surprised nobody has started a Bricklink for offline bricks, basically.
Like, well, okay, look, officially this is documented. I came up with the idea.
Yeah.
So whoever does it, I just need royalties of 99.5%.
Good luck with that, but yeah, we got it on video.
Oh, gosh. All right. Sorry, my capitalistic nature was coming out there. Southern Brick Guy in the house. Good morning, Brick. Hope everybody's doing great. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I made a official, unofficial sig fig for you. You had the cannon. Dude, I thought it was like just holding not like a bazooka, like a literal like cannon on a pirate ship, man.
was
So
the best.
yeah, Southern Brick guy, you have technically a sig fig in my city. But it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Rapture Raccoon also has an official, unofficial sig fig. If anybody doesn't know, Rapture is always the one holding the AFOL sign. You know, the what do you call them? Protester sign.
Yeah.
But you're not really protesting anything. It just says like AFOL on there. But yes, another person that's out there. But I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. I ordered HP and Star Wars Advent calendars yesterday. Right on. Maybe trying to keep modulars unique. I mean, that's a point. I mean, I'll give you that because a post office, you know, a school, those aren't necessarily unique, even though you can make them unique and they're unique to your city or whatever. But, you know, every city's unique. I'm using unique way too many
Unique New York.
times in a sentence.
Unique
So,
New York.
but no, I feel you. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Let's see here. Brick says, to each their own. I just can't own the off-brand bricks into my collection. I keep them all in separate tote and using them with bottle rockets. I mean, look, this is important to note, and I don't judge. There are some people that don't want anything but Lego. They collect Lego, and I get it. I totally get it. For instance, if somebody collects Hot Wheels, you know, they're not going to want to collect like fake Hot Wheel cars or something like that. They want Hot Wheels, you know what I mean? And I totally respect that. And I think most of us would be super hip keen to that. Like we used to. I just think that, again, Lego is really putting a wedge into who's buying Lego, because even cheaper Lego, you know, the cheaper stuff is getting expensive now, to the point where honestly, you're not able to really get sets, you know,
Yeah.
unless you're
I mean,
spending, you know, what's that?
They're kind of pushing us to do that. They're making us, you know, by pricing us out. They're just, it's just getting harder and harder, you know?
You know where I think serious change or noticeably things that might happen is when the retail stores are having a hard time, like more and more trying to push. I was thinking about this yesterday because I went to Walmart to get some ice cream and hot cocoa, and
Good combination.
But I was thinking, I was like, oh yeah, it's like past November 1st, new release stuff, and I was just thinking about it. I was like, if you're a retail store, like, you know how much stuff Lego puts out, like, you know, every month, to the point now, and it's like, how fast can we flip this stuff,
Right.
and is it worth it? Like because you gotta think, people that aren't in America, they might not understand this, but like over here, Target and Walmart literally have given up like aisles for just Lego to have. That's serious retail space, you know what I mean? Now granted, they've been doing well with it, but if Lego gets more and more expensive, now granted, yes, you're still gonna have your grandmas and your mom and pops and stuff just buying like some random like little sets here and there, you know, for the young kids or whatever. But Lego, again, I don't know. They're really testing the waters to see out there what kind of percentage rate they have of adults that are going to start throwing down hundreds of dollars. You know, which again we'll get into when we talk about like.
But I mean, just going to the, you know, them trying to those, like, you know, Target and Walmart trying to get rid of their stuff. I mean, I went to Target yesterday and there was multiple sets that were on sale. They were like just giving stuff away, basically, you know. And then they're calling it a pre-Black Friday. So, you know, it's like 3 weeks before Black Friday, you know?
Yeah.
But they're just trying to get rid of all their stuff, you know, and trying to get, you know, much people to go in there and buy it, because I'm pretty sure people aren't going in there and buying that stuff.
Well, and I would love to be a fly on the wall sometimes with certain people, like board meetings and stuff like that. Because, for instance, you know, that new Clone Trooper battle pack that's $40 some or whatever. I noticed, went through the aisle and noticed that Walmart had it slashed. It was like one of the very, very, very few things that was like slashed prices, and it was slashed like, I don't know, like $8 or something. You know, it was like $36 or something. And I wonder sometimes when they wonder, because they can't be stupid. There's got to be somebody out there that sees the things that a lot of us see. Like, hey, we've got this one battle pack for this price on the shelf, and now we're putting another battle pack that might even be less pieces or whatever. I don't even know. Maybe the same pieces, but like, yeah, it's like $10 more or something.
Right.
Like that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, why would we do that? We're basically telling our customers like, hey, hopefully you're not too smart and figure this out. So what do we got to do? We got to slash the price a little bit. You know, that's, I don't know. You know, it's just, I just feel like, yes, they make money off Lego. They make a lot of money off Lego and stuff like that. But I feel like there's been a lot of issues, whether it's maybe sales might be declining on certain things, but that doesn't really make any sense, I think, because of the profit margins that Lego's making. But think about other things, like they've got to put, like Walmart had to put like the plexiglass things over
Right.
sets.
People are taking them. Yeah.
You know, did that affect sales? Because for me, I ain't just casually buying stuff anymore unless I something I really want, because I'm not standing there waiting for somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, and then there's these things like with the prices, and like Lego just keeps putting out like so many sets, and so yeah, they're making money. But I'm just also wondering if they're like every once in a while sending Lego an email being like, hey, you're kind of pissing us off a little bit. You're being very annoying.
Yeah.
So, all right. I feel like there's some more people I haven't said hello to yet. Patty, the theater dog. What's going on, Patty? You are absolutely adorable. Look at that face. It's killing me. Thank you for being here. Redmond, what's up? It's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Anybody else out there haven't said hello? I don't know, but there's Camel says there's not enough demand for an off-brand version of Bricklink. I mean, I would agree with that. I think you're right, but yeah, for individual pieces. But who knows? Might get there. You never know. Maybe not for individual pieces, but maybe for sets. But I don't know. It's easy enough to just get sets anywhere. So yeah, I don't know. I'll protest. I'll protest AFOLs. Cheese slopes with studs on the slope are great. Oh. Bricklink will never have off-brand bricks for sale. Lego now owns them. No way they would allow it. Yeah. There's absolutely no way that would happen. Dude, Lego would strike you down if you start selling off-brand bricks. Oh, God. My Target have cut Lego from 2 aisles to 1. I think one of mine did too, and I just didn't even really realize it. Because I have 3 different Targets, and sometimes I just get them mixed up. Corporate America taking Black Friday culture away from Black Friday because malls are dying. Well, it's turned into an online thing for the most part. Retail stores definitely, the brick and mortar ones haven't been doing well, but I don't know. How dare you, Stephanie? How dare you? Brick Jedi, what is going on? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Rapper says that is the thing. The retail stores lose their percentage of sales because they have to put Lego on sale to move it, but Lego still makes TGE, same profit. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't want to be a negative Nicholas here, and I've been saying this for years, so maybe I just feel like Chicken Little, but I just feel like Lego, the bubble's gonna burst eventually. Now, the conspiracy theory is that what they're doing is they are pushing. In a very simplistic analogy, what I used to see when I came out of my dark ages was 3 basic segments of Lego sets. Now, there's iffy ones here and there, some nuance, but basically there was expensive stuff like UCS, maybe an Ninjago, Gardens kind of thing or whatever.
Right.
There was the medium stuff, like your general X-wings and stuff like that. And then there was like, your younger stuff, maybe friends, +4 stuff or whatever. There's just these basic 3 segments. And it feels like over the last decade, or at least several years now, or definitely in the last fewer years, Lego has put this wedge in the middle and separated between like that middle stuff. And now it's getting all more expensive, on that end, and
Right.
more somewhat cheaper, but at least, the shrinkflation aspect of everything. You know what I mean? And it's not completely, but it just feels like in a very general sense that's kind of what's been going on. And the conspiracy theory is that they would rather fewer people buy more expensive stuff than many people buying cheaper stuff. Because that was my whole thing when I came out of my dark ages and I started noticing these things. You know what I mean? I was like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if I owned a company, I would rather have stuff a little bit cheaper, not undersell my stuff, but a little bit cheaper and get much more people buying
Right.
it.
Right.
Like, because a lot of us would buy way more if it was just a little bit cheaper. It doesn't have to be crazy because we love Lego, but that's not their mindset. And I've said that people that work for Lego store employees, customer service, they're amazing people. Amazing people that take Lego and love Lego and treat people, the customers, their fans, whatever, very well. But I think corporate Lego is becoming an entity of just pure like cash grab. Now, whether it's because they're planning for the future, whether they really are trying to think of like thoughtful investments, I don't know. But I've mentioned it before. There's many great things they do, and I praise them all the time for a lot of stuff. But they also get shady as hell about a lot of things, cutting corners. They're
Hmm.
supposed to be premium, and they're doing things that are not premium. And I don't know. There's just a lot of things. There's a lot of layers to it, and even some stuff, some people can obviously debate me on and all that, and I know I get petty about some things, but like you're always talking about the environment, right? Like you removed plastic cups and gave us boxes and everything. Yet how many life-size vehicles do I see that take hundreds and hundreds of thousands of bricks, dude? You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
sure, maybe I don't know, maybe they melt them down, maybe they keep them, I don't know, but you're still using resources to make these things. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of stuff to it, and I feel like not enough people look into these little more these things into Lego about like what they're doing, um, and like I brought it up a few times before about the last 6 months they've net profited $5.5 billion, man.
Yeah.
That's
But
profit.
if they're not making more money than they did last year, they're losing in their eyes. And instead of just they always have to make more. And that's your going back to your thought. There's going to be a time when they just bust. There's going to be this bubble's going to bust at some point.
I mean,
And then what's going to happen? Then no one's going
and
to want to buy them. They're not going to make any money. Like because
and
it's too expensive.
here's the thing is like I don't know. Some people, a general audience, maybe doesn't notice some stuff. You know what I mean? Even though I think with LAN, they're reaching more and more people. You know, not even just my friends that are in LAN, but I can just say in general LAN members because a lot of them have an audience that aren't AFOLs.
Hmm.
They're just people. So when they see, they're starting to see maybe even over and over, like not only the price of Lego, no matter how good it is, it's still very, very, heavy in price. But like something I brought up on Friday was, I forget the designer's name when they revealed the Enterprise, and during the reveal or whatever, somebody had asked like, "Well, when's it coming out?" And he goes on Black Friday, and he says that's plenty of time to fatten your wallet.
Wow.
I'm just saying, man, on top of other things that I brought up that maybe certain land members have said, and I'm not saying it in a malicious way, maybe
Hmm.
it's just not even thinking about it, but I'm just saying
Right.
it gives very, and it's also because of premium aspect, but it gives very, again, snooty, high,
Hmm.
upper class, attitude, man. You know what I mean? And it's not turning into something that it used to be where just any kid can easily just buy some Lego and build Lego. And it used to be more about, just imagination in general, not promoting different IPs. And
Yeah.
again, I don't have anything against promoting IPs. I love them as well. Clearly, you see Star Wars and everything all over the place. But I'm just saying, there's excessiveness.
Hmm.
And that's why I think, besides the price, you've got these off-brand bricks, which we'll talk about. But then you've got, again, with the attitude and the optics, where people are just like, "Gosh, man, like, clearly you guys are not made for this class or whatever." You know what I mean? Because even stuff that goes on sale, if you keep raising the prices, stuff that
Yeah.
goes on sale is just it's the same price. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right, right,
expensive as it was
right.
last time. I don't know.
And
So enough.
and I think that's why mocking has blown up, just because we don't. They're not selling those sets like you were talking about on Friday. They're not selling those sets that promote that imagination anymore.
Mm,
It's just looking at a freaking instruction book and following that. It's
mm,
that's not that you may learn some techniques through that, but you're not really. It's not like you're coming up with it. And I believe that's why now mocking is just at is high right now, because that's bringing back that old school way of building Lego, where you just came up with your own
right.
crap and built it. You wanted to build a rocket ship, you figured it out.
Yeah. Well, real quick, we do have a co-host.
No,
You,
cool.
so let's bring her in. What up? What up? Good morning,
Yay!
Oh,
Welcome,
happy
welcome,
Day of Remembrance, everybody.
Dave. Oh,
Dave. Oh, I don't
uh,
know.
Is it just me?
I don't know. I remember I talked about Men's Mental Health Month.
What's Dave
What am
remember?
I missing? I'm sorry if I'm being inconsiderate.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, Veterans Day is Tuesday, so today's Day of
Oh,
Remembrance.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be
Sorry.
interesting.
I forgot about that.
Well, yes. Happy Remembrance Day. I don't know if I said
Day
that
of
right. I'm
remembrance.
sorry. Again,
I
try
don't
not
know.
to be insensitive, but
So
sometimes
many
when you're just
days.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff to remember, and when you're live and you're me, a lot of dumb things can just fly out of your mouth. Before we, by the way, real quick, I wanted to say hi to BFAB out there. What's going on, BFAB?
Whoopie fab.
BFAB. We were just discussing, the downfalls of Lego.
That
How
rabbit
are you?
hole.
How you been?
Hey, Odie. I'm good. I'm good. I was very tired yesterday, so not today. The work is kicking my butt. Can't build as much as I want to, but other than that, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, good, good. Um, so, yeah, we were just getting through the good mornings, and then, like I said, we were just talking about just, I was mentioning about how I've always mentioned about how I feel like Lego's bubble's gonna burst, with the track record they're going. And look, it's not just me. There's a lot of people that do agree with me about that. They're getting a little out of touch,
Hmm.
whether it's on purpose or not. And they also are very, very parallel to what they were doing before they almost went like bankrupt.
I agree.
Just spending money in all kinds of places like frivolously, um, you know, again getting a little out of touch, kind of forgetting where their roots were. Um, I don't know, and I could be, just have to eat my words later. Maybe they'll just keep blowing up, blowing up, blowing up, and it'll be all good. I don't know.
I don't think so.
But I do want to say though that um, there are a lot of things that they habitually kind of do wrong for a premium company. And I don't know if that also will have a certain amount of effects over time, because I know a lot of people are getting a little sick of it. We haven't gotten into the news yet, but well, you know what? Well, we'll get the news in a second. But just the thing that I brought up before, and I know other people as well, is like with, again, a $400 set, and you've got stickers.
Yep.
I don't hate stickers necessarily the same way a lot of people do,
I hate stickers.
but I know, but I don't mind some in some sets. But once you start getting to a certain price, man, it's like no, you need to print all that stuff. But even more than that, they misspelled.
I
You know,
saw that.
they misspelled something on one of their stickers. Because it says they boldly go where no man has gone before, or whatever, or I can't remember
Mhm.
the exact name, but like they didn't write boldly, they wrote boldy, and it's like, you guys, if you don't know exact every history lore thing about Star Trek, because trust me, you get in a room with a Trekkie, they're gonna tell you if you're wrong about like whatever phaser on stun, whatever,
Right, right.
warp speed, captain, make it so. But this is spelling boldly. Like I could see if I did it, everybody like, oh yeah, Hive. He probably didn't finish school. He's uneducated. But you're a multi-billion-dollar premium company, man.
Well, they're trying to be premium.
You don't have spell check. Like how many people looked at that sticker, man? Nobody noticed it.
Yeah, there
Maybe
has
you
to
throw it
be
on the internet, man. We
people.
notice it like that. It is embarrassing. It is embarrassing, dude. If I was Lego, I would be so embarrassed. And I could be wrong. I don't know if they've made an official statement yet. If they have, I swear.
You haven't heard
Then
anything.
I look around and I'm like, surely, and I don't blame LAN members for this. Everybody needs to make sure they understand that, okay? I do not blame LAN members. LAN members don't run LAN. They don't run Lego, okay? But somebody in Lego and LAN, somebody should have said, hey, can we get some LAN members out there to present this for us?
Mm-hmm.
Like say, hey, see, here's a statement from Lego. They apologize. They're going to make it right. Whatever. You know what I mean? Get in front of it. And this, again, time and time again, man. This is why I ran about Lego. And this is why a lot of people are upset. The lack of communication, man. And it's crazy. It's just crazy to me, man. So, anyways.
And they've been making mistakes lately with a lot of stuff, even with $1,000 set. I mean, didn't Mamba miss missing a whole
Half
section
of the book.
of his book and his instructional book?
They're moving so fast. Like Hive said, they're just moving so fast. So much.
And when
their feet are in front of them, you know what I'm saying? They're not paying attention to little things like that, like spelling.
Yeah, and look, when I've brought up stuff with like similar things like that, okay, like a bag missing, a part missing, or what you said, a part of the book or whatever. Like a lot of people have brought up, like, well, that's the factories, that's the factory's fault. I get it, and it is. All right, that's not Lego personally, but you know what? Maybe if Lego wasn't trying to put like 800 or plus things out in a year, maybe some things wouldn't get mixed up or jumbled. You know what I mean? I don't know. But you're pushing more and more production, and on top of that, I get they're now building another factory in Richmond or whatever, but more demand means you gotta have more supply. So I don't know, but
when's that factory supposed to come up? I mean, it's been being built for like a couple years
about
now,
a
right?
year. About a year.
I think there's about a year left.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a store; it's a huge factory, so it's gonna take a minute. With no employees, so they have to make sure that the tech is crazy in there.
Oh, it's not gonna have any employees?
I think one.
You said I think one.
Just one person like controls all the robots.
Exactly.
Well, for
but it's
sure.
supposed to have very few, very minimum.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be at least I would say 75% automated. You know what I mean? As far as the factory is concerned and stuff like that.
Sad.
I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation, because I don't know where. A balance of transition of jobs, upgrades, evolution, and work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been happening since it began. Just everything. I don't know. Before people would ride around on horses, and then then cars were invented. Oh man, well the horse business just went to shit. So it's like, but I bet today everybody wouldn't be like, you know what, we really should be bringing horses back. Everybody, let's get rid of cars. It's just how
they're more than cars.
How things work. But there's always been a balance to it. But it feels like, there's been a shift where more and more stuff is easily automated or something similar. Like the kiosks. Like I was just talking about the AI in our drive-through.
Yeah.
So if you start putting too many people out of work or whatever, then it gets to be a little more complicated. But regardless, again, that's a whole nother thing. We're an hour into the show.
And Rapture corrected me. They're going to have 1,699 more people than my one person.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And there you go. Well, maybe we'll learn about it possibly one day in this segment. Because when news breaks, everybody, we fix it. Miss Amby, what is going on, Miss Amby in the house? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Good morning to you. Glad to see you. Like Lego can't spell boldly. Well, that sticker was definitely boldly going to a place I didn't think it was gonna go. I mean, dude, come on, man.
I think it's one of those things where your mind is programmed to read a word and you can easily read it as boldly and
You
not.
know what? I would give that up to them if they didn't have a lot of technology that would probably somewhere include like a spell check. I would also be okay with that if they didn't have multiple people that probably looked at it.
Oh, I'm
I would
sure.
also be okay with that if they weren't a multi-billion-dollar. We are premium. We're better than other toy companies' brand.
We know how to spell.
But that's just me. That's just me. You guys know I'm negative.
Yeah,
I'm
I
negative.
tried to
I'm
help
negative
them,
Nicholas over here. What's that?
but I tried to help them. But Bowley can refer to several things, including French professional football player Willy Bowley, a Hungarian town named Bowley. Yeah, it's not a word. I tried.
Mhm.
Sorry, Lego. I tried to help you. Send me a set.
I just-
Send me a set.
I just feel like for the first time in my life, I feel like I would be okay playing the bully on the schoolyard, and Lego's like another kid, and I'm just like, you can't
Yeah.
spell.
Can't
You're
spell.
stupid.
Oh my gosh, that's
Lego all dressed all preppy.
triggering memory.
All preppy.
Getting triggered. I still can't
I
spell.
get triggered so easily, man. Oh god. Color me happy bricks. We got some happiness going on. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to you. Okay. Anyways, news. Let's get into news. Let me share this screen. Oh my goodness, man. I should be ashamed of myself. All right. Cars. Lego Ideas Tuxedo Cat on Amazon deal November 2025.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What? let me look
What's
at
the
time.
deal?
It's now listed for a flat $80. I'm sure it's still
not a
80
deal.
bucks. I don't know what the time frame is, but so
Like that Walmart
Goonies.
deal, right?
Walmart, right?
Facts.
Facts. So I can't remember if we talked about the Goonies and like the last Good Morning Brickboard or whatever. Here's the thing. Clearly, like a lot of other sets, Goonies is aimed not just at adults, a certain demographic of adults. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, I sure have seen a lot of that certain demographic adults out there lose their freaking mind, man. Like there were some girls watching the Beatles come to America. Look, I like the Goonies, but I just never was infatuated with it like a lot of my other fellow Gen Xers and upper millennials. What do you guys think? Is it, I mean, I don't even know if I should ask Break Babe because you've probably never seen it, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, but
Yeah.
do you like it?
I don't like the ship. I mean, there are with every set, there are some parts of it that I like, some components, but for the most part, I mean, the playability features are cool. I don't have the nostalgia, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like. But it's light bluish gray, it's reddish brown, and it's another boat. Lego loves giving us boats, ships, boats.
I'm on a boat. I'm on
On
a
a
boat.
boat.
Look at me. Anyways, I don't want to get too
So
much.
that's
into that
my
song.
feeling. But people love it. It's very popular, though.
I like it. I definitely, obviously didn't buy it day one, but I think I'm going to buy it. But I saw the movie. It was more, right in my wheelhouse in the 80s when it came out. I mean, that was my childhood. So it's more of like the Simpsons are to me or something like that, where it's more of a nostalgic feeling than really digging the set, I guess. I mean, I don't really have problems with it. I think it's a cool build, but I understand other people's, hiccups on it and stuff like that, but
So the Goonies, for like I said, most of my fellow Gen Xers and stuff, is just like like a quotable movie, like most movies are for me.
yeah.
Now, it isn't for me. It's my biggest thing that came from the Goonies for me was Data.
Mm-hmm.
I just loved Data's character, and I love his little gadgets and stuff like that. Um, but that's the one thing that I really, really liked more than anything about that movie was just his character. But look, I wanted to ask everybody something because one thing about this is it's got great minifigs,
Mm-hmm.
like fantastic minifigs. So I wanted to ask everybody something because this is going to be an odd question, but like, would you guys like? And look, I'm going to have a biased opinion about this because I don't like this ship. Sorry, I just think it's too much of a calamity. There's too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like even from the other side, it looks okay. You know, it looks like a nice pirate ship or whatever. But it's just I don't know. But the other side, it's just I don't know. It's a freaking mess. I get it. You can play the piano if you want to play with it and stuff. Like there's lots of cool little play features. Like if you're 10 years old, that's fine. But it's supposed to be for adults,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever. Um, I was just thinking, would anybody like just if they sold the minifigs and not the pirate ship? And that way, it's very affordable. You get all the figs with it. You know, I feel like it would be a lot more accessible to a lot more fans, which also we'll get to the Enterprise because I have something similar about that. But yeah, I understand if you love the pirate ship and you don't mind spending whatever how many few hundreds of dollars it cost, but if they just sold the figs, I am nostalgia enough about it. I would probably spend whatever they pay, whatever, 30, 50, $40, something like I don't know how much all those figs would cost together. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
I would be totally down with that, and I think a lot of other people would too because a lot of people collect minifigs, but they're not going to buy that set just for those figs. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think that'd be pretty interesting if they did something like that. What's up, Pink Wheels? The minifigs in the Enterprise are great. Meanwhile, I can't figure out who is who in the Creole House Stranger Things set. Cool Hand Luke Bricks in the house. What's going on, brother?
What up?
Everybody go check out Cool Hand Luke Bricks channel. Doing a lot of streams lately. Sorry, I haven't been around, man. I've been super busy. I've been lurking on some of your streams, but I just haven't had any time to do much of anything as far as trying to join lately. But hope you are well, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Goody CMF line, please, and try. Yeah, I would just, I just think it'd be cool, and I know why they do it, but now it doesn't matter because you can scan the boxes and stuff. But like, if you couldn't know which fig, obviously they would make more money that way.
Mm-hmm.
But now at this point, and they do it with some sets now in CMS, right? They'll sell like half set in a box, like because that's how I got my Marvels CMFs. Like if there's 12, they'll sell 6 in a box, and then you buy another 6. Doesn't matter. But
they don't do the character packs anymore. I forgot about the character packs.
They don't.
No, I haven't seen a character pack in years. Have you, Andrew?
No, I didn't even.
Wait, no. I'm not. Wait, are you talking about the box that's got like one fig on each side of it? Are you talking about that?
No, I'm talking about like the character packs. They used to be shaped like you would get them. They would hang.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, you're right. I haven't seen those in a long time either. But no. I'm talking about like if you go on Amazon, like
Star Wars stuff.
No, just anything. I've seen it with the Marvels, Marvel.
Oh,
set,
I know what
Marvels.
you're talking about.
Yeah. You can just buy a whole bunch in like one pack. Yeah.
Got it.
But I'm just saying, like, it'd be cool if they do that with a lot more. Just like take the Goonie minifigs, you know what I mean, and sell them all in one pack that you could buy. That way, you could just have all the Goonie figs, that's a market I haven't really seen them do.
They lose so much money.
They'd lose so much of those $5.5 billion that they make.
Yeah, they would.
They
It's like
would.
TV. It's like they put the shows in between the commercials to make you watch them. It's like they put the figs in between the bricks to make you buy these hundreds of dollar sets. I mean, if you got 12, it's $65 at the going rate. But if you get 12 with some bricks,
And look, if you're a small business, just trying to make it to where you can get big enough to where like you don't have to worry and struggle so much or whatever. Make sure you got your payroll done and this and that. Yeah, man, I could see you trying to charge a little bit more to help out, and that's usually why custom figs and stuff cost more because of the. But like Lego, it's like asking Disney to do something a little bit more nice for their customers without them thinking about, well, how are we going to make money off of it? Like you're already making billions. Even if you're not losing any money, you just even break even. Like, well, we're going to do this nice thing for the customer. Like we're still going to make money. We're just not going to make as much money. It's like,
you see what Disney did to us this week.
oh, the Disney Plus prices?
Yeah. They don't care. They were like, bleep.
Oh, did they go up?
Did they ever? They were like, bleep these customers.
Dude.
We got to get paid. It doubled. The price doubled. So it went from like 89 to like 160 a year or something like that.
It's insane, man. I mean, because
Gotta make that money.
look,
I'm glad I'm
the
stealing
biggest
mine.
thing that a lot of people, well, maybe they realize it in the back of their head, maybe it's up front in front of their face. I don't know, but a lot of us, again, most of us are just in this rat race, and like whether you're doing well, not doing well, whatever, but you have to keep moving constantly. Like you can't stop. You know what I mean? Because if you stop making money,
Mm-hmm.
and everything costs money. And not only does everything cost money, but we get taxed on everything, man. You buy something, you're taxed. You sell something, you're taxed. You get taxed every month. You make money, tax. Like, so with the top of taxes increasing, and then on top of prices increasing, and then you got stupid inflation out there. Like, so many things are just whipping the consumer. You know what I mean? And it's like, and Lego's like, yeah, we're not going to do this because we're not going to make, this fraction of a billionth of whatever, like, I don't know, man. It's just wild to me that some of these bigger issues are never really addressed.
Yeah, not at
Let's see,
all.
Lonnie Kenobi says, I feel like it's similar to the Home Alone house. I don't think it's intended just for adults. I think it's intended for families to build and enjoy together. My thing is, I'm not against premium, expensive stuff. Okay? If I had a lot more money, I'd probably buy certain things that are stupidly expensive. I do now. You know what I mean? Like, when I spend whatever hundreds of dollars on that UCS Republic gunship back there, there's a lot of people in just, in our country that would dream of being able to buy that thing. You know what I mean? They'd be like, yeah, that's a rich man's, toy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I look at somebody that might have the money to buy $1,000 Death Star and think the same thing? The thing I'm trying to get at is I need Lego to be honest about where they're headed, and not try and act like it's an every person's kind of thing around the world when you're making it more and more expensive. You know what I mean? And that's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean? You do what you want. But like I've said before, a lot of us kind of are being priced out of a lot of stuff. So, they just came out with the Goonies and Star Trek sets. Both sets have minifigs of Data. Oh, wow. That is a really good point, man.
I never thought about
Data's, there's a character named Data in the Goonies, and there's a character named Data in Star Trek. Man, dang, that's a good eye, Mayo. Good call, dude.
That's going to be confusing in the catalog. Which Data?
Rapture,
Yeah,
Trump
this
stopped
Data.
inflation. Just ask him. Yeah.
I can't rap. I can't rap. I
Well,
was
I just remember
expecting
when
that one.
when Drew was here, he'd always do like Trump impressions.
Oh my gosh. He did them the best.
Look, I don't care what anybody's opinions are about anything. We're not getting in it. Dude, we're not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But it is
look,
funny.
yeah, occasional jokes are fine. So I'll poke fun at anybody. You guys know that. Back to the news. Where were we? Goonies. Yeah, we're moving on.
The GWP.
Looking at a nice little GWP. It is. I feel like for a lot of us though, it'd be like, oh my gosh, it is a great GWP, but is it just going to collect dust? I don't know.
I'm not feeling it. I feel Lego's getting with the GWPs. It's like if I said, "Hey Hive, I'm going to make you a shirt, and if you spend $150 on the shirt, I'm going to throw some sleeves." It's like it's a part of that.
Well,
I'm going to give you free sleeves.
GWPs for me are the Schrodinger's cat in the box because, as I've said many times, on one hand, you can look at it like, hey, I bought this Goonies ship. I love this thing. Oh man, I love it. And then when I buy it, Lego's like, oh, here's a little extra gift for you for buying it. We appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Or is it, oh, I'm buying this Lego ship right now, you know what I mean? Because I want to get that gift of purchase.
Right.
I
think it's more of that than anything. I've always bought, if I'm buying a set because of a gift with purchase, it's mainly because I really want that gift with purchase.
Right. Which we'll get to here soon with Enterprise. But I think I agree with you. I think it is more that, Andrew. But I can't completely dismiss. Maybe it is a nice thing that they do for you as well. I don't know.
We want to think that though. We in our minds we want to be like, oh, they're giving us a free gift,
right? Because think about
it. Makes me feel it justifies us buying it.
I think for the most part, no business, none, big or small, will just give you anything for free for no reason. Mm-hmm. It clearly, gift of purchases will pull you in to buy whatever. Give you that sense of loyalty to a company, which they did with me for years. But other times, like for instance, a company might give you a free sample, because they can use it as a tax write-off. It's, or it's really cheap, but it will draw you in, Ooh, I just had a taste of your cheese. I'm going to start buying your cheese now. Mm-hmm. Just whatever.
Let's go.
Yeah. Schrodinger's cat. Now, here's another one. But was this a gift of purchase or this was a VIP thing?
And I am a hypocrite because let me tell you, I went and got as many sets as I could to get that set. I bought my sleeves. Andrew, you bought your sleeves too?
Yeah, but I didn't go for it. I was already buying something, and it just so happened that I met the threshold and they gave it to me. I tried to swipe it out for the Goonies one, but they didn't let me do that. I was like, can I get the Goonies one instead? I don't really want this one.
I imagine Disney fans really were losing their minds about this.
It's a cool little set. I mean, it's a cool little build, but it's not,
There's
I don't know if I'm going to build it. I may just hold it off to resell.
No, look, there's so many things that Lego makes that I think it's different for everybody. Like again, art is subjective. So I look at this and I look at it as this just would have been really nice as somebody to build as a mock. And I would have appreciated it as a mock. Mm-hmm. Do I want it? No. But I don't really have an attachment to Disney the same way a lot of other people do.
Right.
Because I just look at it and I'm like, I would give it away or something. You know what I mean? Because I don't. I'm not going to display it. And if I did, it's just something again that's just going to dust. It doesn't work with my city or anything. I don't know. But
yeah, I'm with you on that. I wasn't proactively going out there to look for it. It just so happened I went to the Lego store, bought it, and they were like, "Oh, here you go." And I'm like, "Oh, quick."
But I will tell you this:
okay,
if you collect Disney and stuff, and you have a shelf or whatever, this probably would look really great on your shelf with other Disney stuff. You know what I mean? Because it is unique and everything. So yeah, good for you. Target, they're going freaking hog wild right now with deals. I've seen some of them that were really good. I think Darth Vader's helmet was one I saw. Mm-hmm. I think Jane's version. 50%. Yeah, I think Jane's version posted about that. So you should definitely go look at her page or whatever. She probably has an affiliate link, or she has an affiliate link, I know, but I don't know if it's still up. But yeah, Vader's helmet was like, I think like almost $40 off or something.
Mm-hmm. I got a good deal on a couple of sets yesterday.
Yeah. So go check out Target online and your local store. A lot of good stuff. Oh God, dude. Never mind. I can't stand Ewoks, Oh, here we go. Yeah, right here. $38 regular is $64, I think.
Wow.
So yeah. Lego Spring Festival Fortune Master revealed. This is the first
So
time I'm
cute.
seeing this. This is
That's
a live
cute.
reaction right now.
It's cute.
Wow.
I
I've never seen that. That's cool.
I
I like
You
it.
don't like
I don't know
I
what
like
to
it.
think of it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
It's cute.
I'm just I'm speechless. I don't know what to think about it.
It'll go next to the cat.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
they got him where he's winking at you.
Well, he has different like eyes.
Yeah. I think Lego walks a fine line with certain things, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I just think they walk a fine line with certain things.
I can't with Hive. You know, we were trying to ignore that and just I'm gonna put it
Dude,
next to the cat.
Look, I feel like I can't be the only Gen Xer, and again, maybe upper millennial, that looked at that Durr Burger on Fortnite and was just like, am I the only one seeing this?
Yeah.
I
and
can't
called
be
it
the only
Durr
one
Burger.
seeing this, because back in our day, when you went Durr, that meant something completely different, I think, than what they're thinking.
And made the face. It wasn't
And made
just
the
the
face.
burger, it was the face.
And made the
I'm looking
face.
for it behind me. I don't know. I don't see it. In the
Look, there are a lot of words we don't use anymore. I don't know if window liquor is one of them, but that really kind of goes hand in hand with your Durr Burger. So
Oh my
He
God.
said
And
window.
ginger high.
I'm just
I haven't
saying.
heard that in forever. Man.
That's what I'm saying, man. I think that one slipped by, dude. I apologize if I offended anybody. I did not mean to. I'm
well,
using it.
and they're not
in
concentrating on
context.
spelling. They're not
Yeah,
concentrating
it's for,
on.
what is this show is for educational, entertainment, educational purposes only.
I'm just saying.
We got your house.
Moving on.
That's funny.
Here we go, everybody.
Uh,
Dun, 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 dun. Wait, am I singing the wrong song?
no, you
I
know.
don't know. Just go with it.
You are.
It's
You're
a
not.
vibe.
You're not. It's
No,
right.
I'm definitely singing Star Wars. The
Captain
Enterprise.
Kirk was a cutie.
I gotta tell you, man.
He was a zaddy.
Boy, you guys, I have heard so many Star Trek puns in the last few days. I have heard so many boldly going where no man has gone before. Star
Isn't it
Trek
Baldy?
Captain's Log, something set, Star Trek's log set 10356. Come on, give me some more. Beam me up, Lego beam me up. We got any more? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Look, I can't imagine how good Trekkies feel right now, because that's a beautiful set. It's a beautiful set, man. I think they did a fantastic job. I think the minifigures are amazing. Yeah, just all around good stuff. Look at these minifigs, dude. Just so good. Now, I've mentioned before, I could have done without Wesley Crusher. I truly, truly despise that character. But yeah, other than that,
Tell us why. Hi. Why do you despise that character?
he's just, dude, come on, man. He's so whiny. He's so whiny. And I just feel like they just shouldn't have even justified. Meanwhile, you got a strong woman that was a chief security officer that died. The first character that died in Next Generation. I think that meant something. But no. Let's put Wesley Crusher out there. Stupid kid. Anyways, all the rest of them though are fantastic. I've heard a lot of people.
I'm
Huh?
sorry.
No,
No,
go
is the
ahead.
Klingon a new mold?
Yes, new head mold here, and what's her name? I forget. Whoopi Goldberg's character. That's a new mold too. That's a new mold too.
I just know Captain Kirk and the Reading Rainbow guy.
Reading Rainbow. God,
LeVar
I can't-
Burton.
I know. Yeah, good stuff. I think they did fine with that. Look, again, these are fantastic. Fantastic. If you're a fan,
Yeah.
this
that's
is like
so
a dream.
cool.
This is like a dream come true.
Yeah.
But let me make sure I phrase this correctly. if you're a fan with some good money that you can just blow.
Right, right.
Because if you're a fan and you can't drop $400 on this, well, Lego's just like, sorry.
Mhm.
And that's kind of something I wanted to discuss. I know I've been pretty negative this morning. Sorry, everybody. But I feel like they could have made this smaller. They could have made a smaller ship and sold this for a much cheaper price. And people could have gotten all these cool figs and a nice, MIDI scale version of this ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I've seen this, we'll talk about that in a second. I've seen this division again with some, not, I don't think mean fans, but a lot of people, kind of the fans versus LAN and other AFOLs, about this thing is not big enough or justified for $400. And I've seen some LAN members and AFOLs talk about how like it's a good size. That's what she said. But I feel like it's getting a little misconstrued because a good size, yes, it's 2 feet long and it's not small. But you got to remember, that's a flat disc, man. Mm-hmm. Dude, that disc is as flat as my butt. There ain't nothing going on there, man. Now, the bottom half it's a little girthy or whatever, but it's just not $400 worth.
Nostalgia. Nostalgia.
Yeah. I mean, because again, well, and here's another thing is like, so imagine you're a hardcore Star Trek fan and you're like, man, I might be able to get this, but what if they maybe put out more Star Trek stuff, or maybe I should wait. I don't know, because, I really would like to get that gift with purchase as well. And like, wouldn't it be cool if you knew if this was just a one-time thing? I mean,
that way, if you got to blow all your money now.
Right. Now, clearly, they don't want you to know that.
Right.
But so the draw, besides it just being awesome and everything, but like this is the thing about, would I spend the $400 right now, or would I wait to see if it goes on sale? Mm-hmm. Would I wait to try and save up more for it? Because remember, people might have heard about it, but nobody really officially seen it until now.
Right.
So before, you're like, look, I don't know if I want to try and like work up saving money for this, because I don't know if it's even going to be any good. I don't know what it look like, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know how much it's going to officially be. So now, here you are. Type 15 shuttle pod. And the set is okay. I got something I want to share in just a second, but the set's okay, but it's the minifig. Mm-hmm. That's what the draw is going to be. Got it. You know how expensive this fig's going to be online after this thing is retired? I don't know. Oh. It was more for like a rhetorical.
I'm sorry. I realized
I don't know. Tell us. I really don't know.
Well, because, again, this isn't just like a standard generic fig with a Star Trek uniform. There's a print that's unique. Mm-hmm. And even like the print for the torso, there's not going to be a lot of them because it's the only Star Trek set. So this fig is going to be very sought after. Mm-hmm. So this fig and this cool set, which I think all this is stickers. But even the stickers are unique. So, if you want the unique stickers, and that looks like it could be a unique print. So, but regardless, this set is going to be a huge draw for people to go and get this thing immediately. I would love to see what the odds are if we took bets or something, how fast this thing's going to sell out.
It's going to be on the aftermarket for $1 billion. Well, I think so with the fig. So you have to grab it there. If you're not going to buy it, grab it there first, spend about $20-$40 for it, and then decide if you want the big ship later. Now, I'm sorry. I just read what Mayo said. Spock's not in it.
What?
It was Spock Spock's not in it with the ears with the.
Oh no, because he wasn't in Next Generation. This is the Next Generation.
This is the Next Generation. So Captain Kirk's not in there, right?
Yeah. This isn't that. This isn't.
That's not that one. That's not the old school one.
But that does make me think though. They never did have a Vulcan right in the beginning, did they? Mm-mm. You would have think they would have made one of these a Vulcan, but whatever. Yeah. So yeah, the draw of the ship. is going to be insane. I just, I, you know, I don't know what general people think, you know, um, because again, if you're going for a certain class, you know, let's say you've got a couple with no kids, or even somebody single, make good money or whatever, and you know they love science fiction, love Star Trek, whatever. You know what I mean? Like they see
Hmm.
this, this is an easy buy. Even if they think like, man, 400 is kind of kind of expensive for that, but money's not doesn't mean the same thing as it would be somebody not making as much money, right? So, but I think with a lot of us, these things are bringing up more conversations about what's going on. You know, making $1,000 set with stickers and not dual modal legs here and there, or whatever, and then you get a $400 set with stickers, and you know, it's like, why wouldn't they have made this a little smaller enough to make it a little more accessible for more Star
Yeah, why
Trek
did they do what they
fans?
do for like Star Wars, where they make a dumbed down version and then just keep getting bigger till you get to the $1,000 one? You know,
Right. I
I
mean,
mean, they could have
well,
just done the same thing.
because it makes me feel like they aren't going to come back and do any more Star Trek sets, and they wanted to get what they could out of it.
Put all their eggs in
There
one
you go.
basket.
Right. Put
Yeah,
all their
that's
eggs in one
plain
basket.
done.
Now, maybe they'll do this again with the Captain Kirk crew.
Hmm.
They'll get another three or whatever $400 Enterprise that's different, you know what I mean, and then have a different set of figs, and maybe they'll make a Deep Space Nine one, you know what I mean? Like, it's possible. What I don't think they're gonna do is make anything cheap, you know, because think about it, like I get gift with purchase, obviously, you know, maybe there's a different gift with purchase they could have done, and then also sold this, you
Yeah.
know, so that way people that are still fans could have gotten something. I don't know, but real quick, while we're talking about that, you know, because we are supposed to be getting into the off-brand brick stuff, I wanted to show this off real
Andrew.
quick. So a few years ago, Lady McBrick sent this to me for my birthday. This is a Type 17 shuttle made by Blue Bricks, and so there are different things you can do. You have to excuse my hands right now, but like you can open up the back. It's got an interior. You can take off the top, so you can obviously put minifigs back there, and then this top comes off as well, so you can put figs, you know, in the control area. Let's try and get
It
that.
didn't come with figs, right?
No, it did not come with figs. But what I wanted to emphasize about this is it is minifig scale.
Hmm.
And even though this was a gift, I'm not going to mess with this right now. Even though this was a gift, it Blue Bricks. I've looked at their prices. They're hella cheap compared to Lego. So that is a way more detailed minifig scale
Hmm.
types of 17 shuttle, which is I'm not a Trekkie, so I don't know how similar it is to a Type 15. But obviously way cheap, you know. And that's what I was kind of wanted to show off about the off-brand brick stuff is, you know, that they can do these things it's much cheaper. And I've always said that yes, Lego with their mathematical precision, nobody can quite beat them with the clutch power and it's quite, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But some companies are getting very close. And you know what?
Yeah.
This comes to again about money, plain and simple. What you have at your disposable income and what you want out of it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? The $1,000 Death Star that clearly wasn't meant for most of us. That was meant for again somebody that can just drop $1,000 on a Lego set. You know what I mean? So when it comes to like an off-brand brick company like that Blue Brick Shuttle or whatever, some people might say like, yeah, that thing is better, you know, as far as like the design, the minifig scale aspect of to it. No, it's all printed parts, much cheaper, but I love Lego. So I'm gonna buy Lego. I've got the money. I will spend on Lego. It kind of reminds me in a way of Mrs. Hive makes very good money. She makes way more money than I do. So there are some things that she will spend some money on that I would never spend money on. Like for instance, for a while we don't do it anymore, but for a while we were getting, and this was after the kid, was grown, not with us. But for a little while we got those prepared meals like that are frozen sent to us. You know, or not the meals. I'm sorry, not the meals, but just food. We get food sent to us, like meats and chicken and stuff like that. And it costs more, but what she told me was for her, it was the convenience of not having to go buy it, not having to like buy these big packages, then get all that yucky chicken out, and then cut it all up, and then bag it individually, and blah, blah, blah. Like it was just the convenience of all having it all done. And she said it was worth the money doing it. And that's what I feel like Lego is trying to get a lot of people out there that will do that. They'll spend the money on Lego, even if it's not as good as like an off-brand brick, not as cheap as an off-brand brick or whatever. Because for a lot of us now, it's just like, okay, maybe this Blue Bricks set won't have the same clutch power. You know what I mean? But you know what? It's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. You know what I mean? Or willing to make, because I can no longer really afford, nor do I want to try and spend this money on bricks. So let's get back real quick to some more news, and then we'll move on to some off-brand brick stuff. Because there was a couple more things I wanted to share. One was tulips. Botanicals. Man, oh man. Still going strong after all these years.
When you think they can't do something else, they come up with something else. Like I
do.
would have never thought of tulips. Like
I kind of like them.
good.
Yeah, no, they look beautiful. It doesn't come with a vase, right?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But
Come on, man. Maybe a gift with purchase.
I mean, that's funny. For sure, if you like flowers, man, you can go hog wild with Lego Botanical.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that. The bouquet, the designs, which we've seen some people do, very good stuff.
Yeah, there was somebody in New York that did their whole stoop, I believe, in Lego flowers.
That's a promotional building. It's so cute.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah. I also wanted to highlight that I really like they got the leaf to curve like that to go over.
Oh,
That is a very good little technique.
that's
Love
cool.
it. Love it.
Good observation.
Yeah. Wild horses. I was like, some of this stuff just kind of came out of nowhere. I was like, what's going on here, man?
That's cute.
Yeah. Look, I've never really been a fan of brick built animals, but they do look nice. They're okay. I do like the horsey guy. I like the whole horsey costume. That's great.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that. That is cool.
How is this 1,650 pieces? Is it because of all this stuff down
There's probably all
here?
that stuff in the
A
bottom.
lot of small pieces.
God dang,
Exactly.
man.
You got some
That's why,
small
like,
pieces.
well, that's why, like, sometimes when I'll see an expensive set and they're like, "Well, look, it's 1,650 pieces." I'm like, well, "Yeah, but it's like one by one pieces."
I was gonna say blocks and tiles.
This thing's wild.
Oh, that's
And do you
cool.
guys notice this is supposed to be a dragon face?
Oh, I thought it was like a dream catcher. Okay.
Well, not I mean like this whole. Oh, I don't. Oh, it's a fortune firecracker. Wow.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Dude.
really cool.
Yeah, kids, you'll blow your hands off. Sorry.
This show is for educational and entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, kids, don't play with firecrackers. It does look cool. I like it a lot, though. I like it.
Oh, cool.
Interesting.
I like the minfigs.
You know what I would change this one into? I can't remember his name, the villain's name, but the villain in Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I knew exactly where you were going with that.
That's because great minds think alike.
Yes, dude. Did he have like a wonky eye too, like a hazy eye? Like,
yeah, dude, it was a great villain. Great villain.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're really going to town on this thing. You just showed us this. $109. God dang!
Dang, you been like
God
horses.
dang! But I know someone's gonna be like, "But look, it's 1,650."
Yeah.
Oh, I
Dachshund.
love it. I love it. So great. That's good too. I really appreciate that. That's nice. All right. We already talked about that. Talked about that. Talked about that. Talked about that. I think we already talked about all this stuff. Did we talk about Brick Boy, or was that something I just ranted about the other night?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Let's talk about it
Yeah,
for
I
just a
don't
quick
think we
second.
did.
All right. So Brick Boy, look. I want to start by saying again, if this is something you're interested in, something you like, you go be great. That's awesome. So Brick Boy is a company right now, a Kickstarter project. And I'll just read this. It's currently enjoying immense popularity. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, they're making it so you can play your Lego Game Boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, that's nice. And here's one of those things again. I think it's great as a mock. Like, or just a cool project to show everybody, like, hey, look, you can actually play a Game Boy. But it's like a manufactured, like, set type thing to buy. Because you can go buy right now a Game Boy for as cheap as lower than $80. I've seen some of them. Like,
An actual
Game Boy.
Game
Like,
Boy.
yeah, an actual Game Boy. You can just play, right? This, you got to buy the set. I can't remember how much it cost. But then this is also going to cost
It's on
money.
sale.
So I don't want to dismiss the fact that it's really, really awesome. Big W to them for making that, man. You know, I'm just like, and if you want to buy it and spend the money and do it, that's great. But yeah. All right. Team it's supposed to trying to find where like this requires installing a corresponding module, includes some cables into the console, but according to the manufacturer, the entire process should take no more than 5 minutes. A 2.5 or 2.4 inch LCD screen is also included, and sound is output via mono speaker. The campaign was launched on the crowdfunding platform Kickstarter. The goal of $100,000 to begin production of the kit was reached within just 1 hour of the launch. Nearly $100,000 has been raised. $400,000 in donations was raised from nearly 2,500 supporters. The early bird special sold out in no time. So apparently people really want this. Let's see. It's offered in 3 versions: Essential, Gamer Kit, Special Edition, Color Gaming Experience. The one thing I was kind of wondering about, no physical games on Lego Game Boy. I was wondering, are they going to just make up their own games? Or bring in, like, Nintendo games? Like,
You
can
get
they,
into a
can they,
whole-
because I feel like Nintendo would never let anybody, like,
I don't think
no matter
so.
how cool it is, have Mario
I
Brothers
agree.
and stuff.
Right.
Or Zelda, or, you know what I mean? It is.
I agree.
It will be possible to read existing games using a third-party cartridge reader and then transfer them to the manufacturer's cartridge. This more complex option naturally involves additional costs and will likely deter some users. Huh.
Yeah, because
So
they're making
you have
it
to
sound like
use
you can
their
play
cartridges.
Nintendo games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
have to use the cartridges.
I feel like it's walking in some muddy waters, but I'm not a lawyer. What do I know?
Mamba said last week Mamba's in New York, and he was like, "I'm going to this guy in the corner, and for like what did he say, for like $100, he's gonna put the cartridge in." Mom's like, "Yeah, I'm going to this guy in the corner. He can do it."
Get a bootleg
It
version.
sounds like one of
No,
those cell
yeah.
phone repair places. It's something like that. I don't know.
Like,
Hey.
oh my gosh, dude, I'll just buy a Game Boy, man. It's all good. All right, so that's all for that. That's really actually all for the news, everybody. So look at that. We're an hour and 42 minutes in the show, and we just finished the news.
Woohoo.
God, we're not gonna get anything done here. All right, let's. There's a lot to talk about. I know, everybody. I'm sorry. Let's get into segments, though, because we are way behind on segments. We have like 4 of them to get through. So we are gonna start with some celebrations. Let's get some celebrations out of the way. The first one's gonna be from a couple weeks ago. So here we go. Celebration.
Celebration.
Happy celebrations to everybody that had.
The other one is a new
celebration.
format I was trying,
Yeah, it's good stuff.
but I like
good
the
stuff.
cupcake one. So
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. So here is the next one. We have the current one. Yeah. So let's throw it out. Yo, yo, yo. Good stuff. Happy birthday to everybody and whatever other celebrations that you might have had. Let's go ahead and do our minifig mug Monday from a couple weeks ago. Get that out of the way. All right. Mugs everywhere. All right.
cute.
We got one more mug, minifig mug Monday to get through. And like I said, if you want to participate in these things, just put your minifig with a mug out there on Instagram and tag us in the hashtag minifig mug Monday, and we will throw you out there. All right. Here is the next one. I was reading some comments out here. The Borg ship being the first $1,000 set. I could see it would be $1,000. I could see how they could do that because there'd be so many different little technical pieces to it, and it's a box. So unlike a sphere, it'd be easier to make it and then make it so you maybe like open it up and have an interior or something like that. So yeah, I could definitely see them pushing that, but yeah. She has dual molded arms. Yeah. Oh, Q. I was talking about a Q minifig would be great as well. I would have much rather seen either Tasha or Q instead of Wesley Crusher. Hive sounding like Sheldon. Oh man. Right on. You guys are cracking me up. Paul, what's going on? Paul John's live in the house. Good to see you. Also I see Big Nate out there. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Mavericks is out there. Good morning to you,
What
sir. How are
up?
you, my friend? You can touch me with a 10-foot pole. Don't threaten me with a good time. Let's see. I was just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. All right. Going back down the chat. You guys are saying some stuff I don't know. I saw some numbers like 6, 7 out there. I'm like, what? Ultra Bricks in the house. What is going on, Ultra?
What up?
Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So, off-brand bricks. You guys, I showed you the Blue Bricks Star Trek shuttle. This is another set that I got. I've gotten two of these brands, or 2 sets from this brand. One was a bus station that I've gotten. Well, I had in the city. I haven't put it back out there yet. But this was another one. This is the Bee Farm. And one of the great things about Lumibricks, and I figure that's probably why they call themselves Lumibricks now, not just because they don't want to be called Funhole anymore, but Lumibricks because if I'm not mistaken, it seems like every single set comes with lights.
Everyone does.
Yes. Now,
So
real quick, I want to get this out of the way. I have no issues and like the bricks that have like they're not based off a Lego brick, you know, something they made up, whether ones you can put wires through or whatever. But I have some issues, and I'm sure the Lego purists will definitely cheer me on about this. That they take the designs that Lego took or that Lego made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, yes, I can sit there and say the argument about where Lego got their original designs from and that whole history, but we're not talking about that already at the moment. We're talking about like these companies taking exact looking molds that Lego does. Because look, if it was just the blocks with the studs, I'd be like, all right, you could still get into a patent type lawsuit with it, but I get it, you know, just blocks that you would stack on top of each other. But like there's the leaf pieces and this piece, like there's a lot of very unique stuff that Lego has designed that they're taking. Now, I know the law. I am the law.
You are the law.
The law says that after whatever certain amount of time, patents expire or whatever,
Right.
and now other companies can use it. So I'm not trying to say they're doing anything illegal. I'm not trying to paint that picture. But illegal and immoral are 2 different things.
good point.
So I don't want to act like I am above these things because again, I've spent money on stuff like this. Okay. But I feel like if you really wanted to stand on a mountain, so to speak, you have that right. I feel. No matter if somebody says like, well, they're allowed to do that or not. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying whether or not it's legal or not. We're just saying like these companies have taken these molds or whatever that Lego's created and they're using them for their own purposes.
And calling them compatible.
Compatible is the big word. And
Yeah,
I love
you
it when they
stole
say, I love it when somebody like these companies will say like compatible with all brands. It's like, dude, you know, you just
stole
mean
it.
Lego, not all brands. You're just talking about Lego. You can't just say compatible with Lego.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's,
Right.
so I just wanted to get that out of the way that even though I do praise a lot of this stuff, I buy some of this stuff, I think this is a very good way to still build and have the Lego experience without having to drop hundreds and hundreds of dollars on stuff like that. If I was a parent, well, I am a parent, but if I was a parent again of a young child, like I was,
Right.
like I wouldn't generally probably be buying Lego for them if they were into Lego. I know that sounds bad. A lot of people are like, you're not sharing Lego. Like, well, I'm sorry, man. Then why don't you come over here and buy Lego for my kid? I'm gonna go ahead and buy these cheaper things that they
Yeah.
can build to their heart's desire and make a huge city or whatever, and it's not gonna. I mean,
But you know, as a kid, if you're really into Lego and your parent showed up or grandparent showed up with some fun hole stuff, you'd be like, "Oh, this person's so old." You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, "I'm
Exactly.
not." You
So
know,
then
you wouldn't be into it just because you knew. You know,
that's a good
what
point.
really
Look, I guess it's like a lot of other things, right? If your kid's really into Nike shoes, they're not gonna want
right. They're not gonna want to go to Payless and go get.
right. You
the
take it to the
cheaper
Payless,
version.
they're like, "What are we doing here?"
Yeah.
But this is, I guess, this would be where we'd have to learn a lesson
Right.
that if you want Lego, you're gonna have to go out and get a job.
Yep.
Because you know what? I got a job when I was 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at Mickey D's.
Nice.
Or we can have chores. And look, for Lego, it ain't gonna be like, oh, we're gonna take out a bag of trash. No, you're gonna be painting the house or something. You know what I mean?
Something.
You're gonna have
a remodeling
you
project.
got to earn some money. Can you imagine, like, if kid goes to school, it's all tired, you're like, why are you tired? You're like, man, I was doing plumbing last night.
Yeah.
Like,
Been
I'm
doing
trying to get-
drywall and
I'm trying to get that
framing.
Death Star. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I just want to get that out of the way. All right, let's talk about some of these off-brand bricks. So let's start with Luma Bricks. This is their current little, hot thing to sell. The UFO Interstellar Drive-In or whatever. Now,
That's cool.
look at this. I personally thought this one looked sort of like a modular. Actually, a couple of these do look very similar to some other modulars. But regardless,
The bookstore.
now I think they're kind of raising their prices too. To be quite honest with you,
They are.
I don't know, because I feel like these were a little bit.
It's the name change, Fun Hole was
That's
cheap.
hard.
Right. But you
The
see,
popularity.
yeah, I mean, you can see like what they have in the prices. Clearly, a lot better. I really like the Alpine Observatory. That one's nice. Because look, if you have like a mountain, this would be great to put on top of it. So good stuff. And I think with most of these brands that we're talking about, it's the buildings that we're really liking a lot. Even though if you look at some other stuff like maybe Mega Bloks or this or that, like they got certain builds that are like, the Pokemon figures, or maybe you'll find a Castle Grayskull, or I don't know, like a He-Man sword or something. Now, the one thing that we've talked about before with these off-brand bricks is their figures just don't touch minifigs. But I will say, I really appreciate their figs for different reasons. I'm not a really big fan of the shape, but I don't completely hate it. But it's the fact that they put a lot of details on them, so I appreciate that. And they don't need to be yellow. They have a lot more of a diverse thing going on, which I appreciate.
They came at a
very
different
much.
time. And,
Yeah.
in Lego's defense, it was a different time. Toys were a bit simpler. Lumi Bricks has come in a complicated Jetsons type era where no one's going to buy yellow bricks.
Yeah, they had to.
Oh,
They
wait,
would-
wait.
10 years ago, they would have made them yellow. You know what I'm saying?
So I
not
just want to
now,
make sure. I just want to make sure that that's saying that they can't stop making them, because I just want to make sure that we understand that Lego has evolved in all kinds of levels with molds and prints and this and that, to the point that even when the modular for the Jazz Club came out, I feel like I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was one of the designers talked about one of the hair pieces and how that hair piece, makes it so that fig is an African American. Well,
It was the throw.
excuse me, Lego designer from a European country. I just want to let you know something. It does not look like an African American. Sorry. I feel like if you really wanted to represent everybody in a certain color, it wouldn't be yellow. Now, whatever, that's fine if that's what their intention was. But again, times change.
We
And
all
Lego's
look
all
like
about
Bumblebee.
Lego's all about that change.
Well, I think like you don't see many city sets anymore. It's almost like that's quietly fading out, and you are seeing more IP. You're getting more flesh tones. Other than BAM, you don't really see yellow figs. And even the BAM figs aren't yellow anymore as much.
Really?
Well, you had the, what is it called, Andrew, with the little skeleton people?
Yeah, the Day of the Dead one.
Because
Yeah, the last ones, the new Santa's gold.
Yeah,
It's
new
like
Santa's
they're switching
gold.
it up, kind of.
well,
Yeah, the new BAM
that,
is.
I know. Well, gold and that kind of stuff's different. But I'm talking about like just as far as a variety of skin color, it feels like it doesn't come unless you buy either a friend set
Right.
or you buy an IP. And it just feels like that it just should be a little more accessible because yeah, the BAMs too. Like I feel like yeah, they're all like the same. You know, as far as I mean, yeah, you might get like a gold or somebody that's got like a something. I don't know, but I don't know. Anyways,
But how many city sets are they pushing out now? Those are the sets that you can buy. They're not pushing out original Lego in as much anymore. It's IP.
yeah. Well, like I said, it's the only place it seems like you can get them is an IP. You know what I mean, or friend set. But I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to the city stuff. It could be less,
'Cause-
but
yeah,
it
'cause
feels
you're
like
not
there's
getting
still a
those
lot
ones.
of city sets out though. But
There
maybe
are.
just because I don't know, maybe they just don't get promoted like they used to.
No, they're not.
Um,
I mean,
but there could be less of them, maybe because they're making room for all these new types of stuff that they're coming out with.
Because I've
again,
gone
there's
to-
only so
I've-
much shelf space that they.
I've gone to Target and seen city sets that were like, whoa, I didn't even know that was that. I didn't even know that was available or out or anything. They're not pushing it.
I mean, look, think of it like this. Imagine if like they didn't put like a disability thing on the minifig, like the ear thing or like a with a limb or something like that or whatever that or like because they're just like yeah, just every fig just represents like that's all of us. You know what I mean? Because it's not. So like what I mean is like again, Lego has gone out of their way to evolve in different ways. But that was one way they didn't really seem to evolve, because and I get a lot of people also like, the whole yellow thing. So I don't know. It's like I said, it's a whole nother discussion we've talked about before, which we don't have enough time to talk about today. All right, we're running out of time. I just real quick, let's go run through some of these other ones, just so we get an idea of what we're talking about. So we got Fantasy. I'll be your fantasy. Dude, again, good stuff, man. Look at these buildings. I really want this craft beer one.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, they have some cool sets.
I mean, got the billboard up here with the lights. I just love the structure. This one over here, it actually says Fantasy on it. Good stuff. I love it. Look, you want to type?
I
You
hope
don't
they
need a
never
Lego
change their
typewriter.
names. I hope they never change it. Don't change your names.
They have
Fantasy.
Garfield. I know I want the Garfield ones.
Dude, look at this. This is crazy. Oh my goodness.
So nice.
Ooh, the Blossom Cafe, everybody. How chic. Got a microscope. Not just any microscope. Look, they're like, we're gonna be like Lego. It's a gold microscope. This is nice. Steampunk.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, oh, I would put. Oh, this. Yeah, this was like the. Weren't they doing like Dragon Ball stuff? That's right. Yeah, because they've got. They got this one as well. You guys, this is good stuff, man. I really need to get this and put it on my beach. Look, and I was talking about the other night when I was talking about this. I was like, they're so good. They're like, we don't even need figs. They're like, you can just have these like little cardboard pieces or whatever it is, dude.
Yeah. Figs. What are figs?
So look, this is good stuff, man. Definitely.
They're giving them a run for their money. Definitely, dude. Like,
Yeah, because imagine if you love Garfield, which a lot of
Yeah.
people do. If you love
I
Dragon
do.
Ball, which a lot of people do, or you love steampunk, or if you do want to build a city, but you just can't pay for modulars and Arkham Asylums and everything else, here you go. Like this dude, this motorcycle restaurant, that's hot. That's good stuff. These are really cute. If you collect Garfield, good stuff. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is great. I don't know what this is, but whatever. Little Prince. Oh, Little Prince. Wow. Dude.
Oh, that
my
one's
gosh.
cool.
I need to get that. That will look great out in the forest. These are really great. Look at this pirate thing. Goonies can kiss my grits, dude. Look at this thing. Looky.
Can't
this.
see it.
Those are horrible minifigs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're cute.
They're kind of like a cross between the doll style and a minfig, and it just doesn't look good.
Or the Playmobil. They're like the Playmobil.
It's like if they had a
and-
baby.
They're
Yeah.
very weird. All right, so yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, man. Oh wow, Astro Boy. All right, okay, moving on. Blue Bricks, the one I was just showing you about the Star Trek shuttle. I don't know if they still have the Star Trek theme, but I do know they do a lot of castle stuff. Now this is across the pond, so you'd have to do a little conversion going on here. But
Wait, tariffs.
yeah, tariffs might. I don't know. I don't know how bad that's going to be right now. Wow, it's pretty interesting stuff.
Nice variety.
Yeah, definitely a lot of variety. So that's Blue Bricks. Looks like they got some deals going on right now. But yeah, again, but maybe they've got some good deals that would offset some of the shipping costs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So look, there was another company I want to talk about, and that was Brickmania. But I thought I would highlight somebody else because Brickmania does get highlighted a lot, which they're really awesome. But Kobe makes a lot. I think they only make military stuff for the most part. But as you can see, they don't mess around, dude. This is good stuff.
Dang. I like
Yeah.
that black plane.
You gonna get it,
Yeah, dude,
Andrew?
it's the Blackbird, yeah, man.
That looks cool.
Yeah, it
You gonna
does.
buy it, Andrew?
Look at this, all free U.S. shipping at $75.
Heck
Free
yeah.
shipping, Andrew.
Free
Dude, these are
shipping.
beautiful.
Andrew's a Lego snob. We don't call him a purist. We just call him a snob.
Snob.
So look, I want to say, you know what these remind me of? Like the way it's packaged and all this stuff. It reminds me of models.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, like the old models where you glued them together, like old
Yeah,
model
yeah.
airplanes and stuff like that. Yeah.
So yeah, and these are really nice.
Stuff that you would
details.
find in Hobby Lobby,
Yeah,
the hobby
totally.
stores. Yeah.
Right.
I see that.
Actually, I really would like to see what their ships look like. Oh wow. You got subs too. I mean, so look, the reason I wanted to bring Kobe up is because definitely if you're in the military,
Wow, that looks cool.
yeah, this is definitely just wanted to see how nice that looked. Look at them, they're like, yeah, we're gonna make some videos, man. Again, sorry, I just think the figs kind of suck, but the ship is awesome.
Oh, that's
Tanks,
cool.
Top Gun. That's a big ship right there. So look, everybody, I know we didn't get into it too much. I guess it's par for the course for Good Morning Brick World. We don't get into the subject until 10 minutes before the show ends. But
Part two.
Yeah.
But yeah, and maybe we'll bring it up again. We'll talk about it more next week. We'll go and get into a little more detail. I just thought it was interesting because I'm seeing more and more and more of this coming around, especially the Lumibricks and Fantasy. But you know, Brickcraft is another one. Like I said, Brickmania is another one. There's others that they're just, a lot of them are popping up, and I think they're just trying to see how much traction they can get.
Right.
And Lumibricks, again, I think is probably one of the best ones right now, because they just, like I said, they include light kits with every single one of them.
Brickcraft.
Brickcraft. All right. Well, I mean, that has nothing to do with anything like you being sponsored by them or anything, does it?
I just received the new Golden Girls.
Golden Girls. Dang.
I
Make
almost
sure
bought a
you
Golden-
check that out.
I almost bought a Golden Girl shirt yesterday.
I
Anyway,
bought one.
dude, Golden Girls rock, man. I think I think a lot of us really took them for granted back in the day.
Yeah. That's a good show.
It was, man.
Really is. I've been binging it.
Yeah, good stuff. Southern Brick Guy says not a fan of Lumi's minifigs. I hear you.
Will
my mother-
posted a picture of me in Walmart, and I looked like a Lumi Bricks fig. I was shaped literally. It was one of those humbling pictures Mo takes, and I was literally shaped like a Lumi Bricks.
You're just standing like this.
No, I was on deer feed. I was tired, and I just sat on laid on the deer feed in Walmart while I waited.
Oh,
for
that
the person
picture,
to come.
yeah.
I was shaped like a Louis Bricks person.
I was
Thank you.
wondering if anybody's gonna walk up to you and be like, "Man, get your butt up off that."
Let me tell you why I was there. So, like all the Lego sets, because I know some people have theirs locked up. All the hours are out. Like the Lego sets are out, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right?
Yeah.
It was right next to the aisle I was in. Mo wanted $1 new car scent air freshener, and we had to wait for somebody to come and unlock the thing. It was behind glass. Dollar air freshener Lego sets. It was locked up, so we were sitting there waiting for somebody to come and get this $1 air freshener. Way to go, Walmart.
Way to go, Walmart.
Way to go, Walmart.
Do better, Walmart. Thanks, Walmart.
Way to go.
Yeah. So, I guess before we get out of here, let's go around the panel. Lego Longoria, you got anything you want to shout out, promote? Got any discrepancies about anything?
No, just come check us out. Me and my daughter have a show now, Saturday Morning Builds. Saturday mornings at 9:00 right now. We skipped this Friday. I mean, this last Saturday because I had to go back to work and work a 7 to midnight shift. So I was very, very exhausted the next morning. But next Saturday, come check us out. We're going to be eating a bowl of cereal, talking about our week, and building something. We'll figure out what we're going to build. I think we're going to build that little. I went and picked up a snowman yesterday at Barnes & Noble. They were giving away a free build, so I want to pick that up. So maybe we'll build that next week, get in the Christmas spirit.
Rock on, rock on.
That's about it, man.
What about you, Brick Babe?
Same old, same old. Yeah, just life's happening. But there's nothing amazing. A lot of PR I need to get out this week. Look for Brickcraft set, and that's about it.
Rock on. Well, as far as me, always there's Purient Fury. Good Morning Brick World. I have been making a lot of short form content for a couple weeks now. Yeah, actually since the last time we've been on Good Morning Brick World. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I don't know. I got a whole mess of little bite-sized rants that'll be coming out, but I don't know. Doing a lot of different stuff. Life is kind of crazy right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, but yeah, same old, same old. So, all right. Well, appreciate all of you being here with us very, very much. Spending time with us, talking with us, chatting with us, listening to us ramble on about stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Good Morning Brickworld outro. That's something I do for the members. I put all their names in there and highlight that. And yeah, we will see you guys on the next Good Morning Brickworld. Until then, stay safe.
See you guys.
Peace out.